Hello everyone, this video is in continuation to our previous videos where we were discussing about animal kingdom. We have completed coelentrates, the phylum Coelentrata. In this video we'll complete the next phylum Ctenophora, and from our next video we'll start with Platyhelminths. Fine. So Ctenophora we are going to discuss. Ctenophora is the largest phylum which only moves with the help of cilia, and only a few organisms from this phylum have been reported yet. Very few species from very few organisms from this phylum has been reported till date, but you can say that this is the last phylum जिसके नीचे what are characteristics are there, they are of the lower organisms, और फिर इसके ऊपर advancement शुरू हो जाता है. So it is also quite very advanced but not that advanced. Fine. So from Platyhelminths we'll see that there are certain features which are seen for the first time, and then which will continue till the chordates. Fine. So this is kind of a phylum which is advanced from the previous ones but not more advanced than the further which are there. So it is a largest phylum which walks with the help of cilia, and a very few species or members have been reported till date. So we'll start with the characteristics, which please watch the video till the end. At the end you will get everything with the diagram on the board, which will be easy for you to write in your notes and to learn as well. Fine. So we'll start first of all. Ctenophora, the main characteristic, the Ctenophora, Cteno word Cteni means comb. So Ctenophora, they are comb bearing organisms. Comb bearing organisms. I'm not talking about the whole comb, but they have certain structures present. If I draw this structure here just for your reference, they have these type of structures with these cilia patches at places. These kind of structures, 8 comb plates are present in one organism. So these are known as the comb plates. That's why they are known as comb bearing organisms. Then the next feature is that they are only marine. They are not freshwater. You will not find any single organism which is freshwater. They are solely marine. They are only marine. They are also known as sea walnut. Sea walnut because of its shape. So this is also because of their comb jelly like shape, they are known as sea walnut. They are radially symmetrical. Radially symmetrical because they are kind of rounded in structure. Radially symmetrical. They are they are diploblastic. Diploblastic, that means they have 2 germ layers. Then the body wall. Then the body wall of the organism. Now when we talk about the body wall of Ctenophora, now we have discussed that they are comb bearing organisms, they are only marine, no freshwater organism. They are also known as sea walnut, radially symmetrical, diploblastic. Now these are the characteristics which are same to the previous one. Fine. And then they have a body wall which is further categorized. The main 2 categories of the body wall are, or you can say it is outer wall and the inner wall. The outer wall, the outer wall is known as epidermis. Epidermis. I'll draw the diagram also simultaneously to make it more clear. So outer wall is the epidermis, which is further divided into, I'll write it with another pen. So it is further divided into outer and inner wall. Fine. So it is divided into outer and inner epidermis. Fine. So this is outer epidermis and this is inner epidermis, which is known as gastrodermis. Fine. So this is known as gastrodermis. I'll show you their position also. We'll first of all write the important pointers about them. So outer epidermis, it is sensory in nature, has sensory cells present in it, and plus it also secretes mucus. It has mucus secreting cells, plus it has coloblast cells present in it. Coloblast cells, as we have discussed about the nidoblast cells in the previous phylum, here they have the coloblast cells. What are the properties of coloblast cells? These coloblast cells are adhesive, they are adhesive, helps in attachment, plus they help in catching the prey. They help them to capture the food. Capture the food. And they are present, these coloblasts, they are present in tentacles. They are present over the tentacles, present on tentacles. Fine. So these are the characteristic features of the outer epidermis. We'll just draw it. Inner epidermis or the gastroderm is further, first of all, what are the characteristic feature of gastroderms? Have myoepithelium, that means muscle cells. Myo word comes from muscle. They have muscle cells or muscular wall, plus it is nervous. It has nervous system scattered. Now this inner gastrodermis is further, or you can say this gastrodermis forms two canals in the body of ctenophores. I'll just write it here. Okay, this gastrodermis, it forms two canals, the inner and the outer canal. The inner canal and the outer canal. Fine. So the inner canal is towards the digestive system. First of all, I'll start making the diagram also so that the things are more clear to you. So now when we start with the diagram of the ctenophores, so they have, they have this a kind of bulged, rounded structure here. Fine. Here in internal they have the digestive tract here, and this finally ends up in the anus. Fine. So this is the stomach region. I'll just label also. So this is the main structure of the ctenophores. Now if you see the various parts, I'll just label, तो आपको पता लग जाएगा ये part where are they present. This is the outer epidermis. This is epidermis or the outer wall. ये वाला. Fine. Now this whole is the digestive tract. We'll label the parts. This is the pharynx. This is stomach. Fine. This is the stomach region, and this is the anus. Fine. Now we'll talk about the next layer. This is the outer layer, the epidermis, which is sensory, mucus secreting, has conoblasts present in them, and which covers the outer portion. Now talking about the inner epidermis, so this is present here, or you can say it lines the digestive tract. This gastro or the inner epidermis, herein it is lining the whole digestive tract. So this blue line which I am drawing is the gastroepidermis. I label it with black to make it different. So this blue line is the gastroepidermis. Fine. So this is gastroepidermis, which is lining the which is lining the digestive tract. It has the nervous system present in it, and plus it is made up of myoepithelium or the muscle cells. Now this gastroepidermis, it forms two canals, the inner and the outer canal. Now herein it forms these canals here. Herein these type of canals are found. I'll make it on the both sides and I'll tell you what do they do. So these canals are formed out of the stomach. These canals, on one side I'll show one attachment, on the other side others, but you make sure that there are 8 combs present. So 4 here and 4 here. So the whole, I'll just make one structure, but they are multiple in number. So herein they have this comb plate present here. Fine, I made the diagram already. So from that, this cone plate arises these cilia which help them to locomote. Fine. So these are the comb plates. I label it. This is a comb plate and there are 8, I'll write somewhere, comb bearing organism, 8 comb plates present. Fine, 8 comb plates. So this inner canal is going to supply water, or it's going to pass in water through the comb plates. Fine. So this inner canal, these are the inner canal. I'll label it. This is the inner canal. Inner canal. Now this inner canal is going to supply the water to the comb plates. Fine. So these inner canals have certain specific features. Now this part of the comb plate, the inner part towards the digestive system, I'm going to talk about it. So herein, towards the inner canal, I'll just write here, towards digestive system. Digestive system. Fine. Towards that, मतलब ये वाले part की बात हो रही है यहाँ पे. तो what do they have? They produce gonads, or you can say they have gonads. They have gonads, plus they have photocells. Now photocells is a very, very important characteristics of ctenophores, because due to these photocells they show bioluminescence. That means they glow. So this is a characteristic feature of ctenophora, that they glow, and this bioluminescence is due to the presence of photocells which are present on the inner canal, or which is towards the digestive system. They are also, these cells, they are long and act as storage cells. They are long, act as storage cells also. Fine. So these are the characteristic features of the inner canal. Now I'll just quickly talk about the characteristics again. So these are the various radially symmetrical diploblastic body wall, basically we are talking about. Outer one is known as epidermis, and it's divided into outer and inner epidermis. Outer is known as outer is sensory, mucus secreting, has coloblasts. Inner, it has muscle cells and is nervous. It's known as gastrodermis, can form inner and outer canals. Now I told you that they have tentacles also. So these are the tentacles, they arise from here. Fine. So they have tentacles here in the ctenophora, which have coloblasts also present in them. So now I'm going to talk about the main characteristics, which are the basic main characteristics of these ctenophora. 1, they are the largest phylum which locomote with the help of cilia. 2, the arrangement, I'll just write it somewhere here. They walk with the help of, move with cilia, and this cilia has 9+3 arrangement. Fine. This is a very important 1 marker question. What is the arrangement of cilia in ctenophores? That is 9+3 arrangement. So 1, they are the largest phylum, walks with the help of cilia. The arrangement of cilia is 9+3 arrangement. They show bioluminescence, or they can glow. Then they are hermaphrodite, but they undergo sexual reproduction. They distinctly undergo sexual reproduction. No asexual reproduction is seen. Then they are very developed phylum, but not that much developed as compared to the other one. But from the previous ones, yes, they are very much developed, and there are only a few species from this phylum which have been reported till date. So these are the 5 important pointers. I'll repeat once again. 1, they walk with the help of only the largest phylum, which walks with the help of cilia. Cilia has 9+3 arrangement, show bioluminescence, distinctly show sexual reproduction, and very few species from this phylum have been reported till date. So these are the characteristics with the diagram. So from our next video, we'll start with the next phylum, that is Platyhelminths. So keep watching, liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you.